help with those bedroom issues that started creeping in after 50. I know it sounds like clickbait, but stick with me because there's real science here and it's actually pretty fascinating. I'm Dr. Charlotte Hayes, and I've spent years helping men figure out natural ways to improve their circulation and energy without relying on those little blue pills. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to add to your coffee that can legitimately improve blood flow, support healthy testosterone levels, and yes, help with erections. And no, it's not some weird mushroom from the Amazon or a $1.50 supplement. We're talking about simple stuff you can get at any grocery store. So first, let's be honest about coffee. You're probably already drinking it every morning, right? And yeah, caffeine does give you a temporary circulation boost. Your heart pumps a bit faster, blood moves around, you feel more alert. But here's the thing, that's like revving your engine in neutral. You're not actually going anywhere. What most guys don't realize is that coffee can be an incredible delivery system for other compounds. When you drink something hot, your blood vessels dilate slightly. Your stomach absorbs things faster, and compounds get into your bloodstream more efficiently. It's basically a natural express lane for whatever you put in there. But here's where most men mess up completely. They dump in sugar, those flavored creamers with ingredients you can't pronounce, or worse, those sugar-free chemicals that mess with your hormones. All that stuff increases inflammation, screws with your insulin, and over time actually damages the very blood vessels you need working properly for erections. It's like trying to improve your car's performance by putting sand in the gas tank. The first thing I tell guys to add is cinnamon. Not cinnamon sugar, not those cinnamon syrups at coffee shops. Real cinnamon, about half a teaspoon in your coffee. And here's why this matters more than you think. Cinnamon does something crucial for erections that nobody talks about. It stabilizes your blood sugar. Now, you might be thinking, what does blood sugar have to do with my erections? Everything. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes all day, it's slowly destroying those tiny blood vessels in your penis. We're talking about vessels smaller than a hair that need to be perfectly healthy to fill with blood. High blood sugar is basically like pouring syrup into your circulatory system. It makes everything sticky, slow, and damaged. Cinnamon contains compounds that improve insulin sensitivity by up to 20%. That means your body handles sugar better. Your blood vessels stay healthier, and blood flows more easily where you need it. But cinnamon does something else too. It contains compounds that directly relax blood vessels and reduce inflammation. One study showed that guys who had just half a teaspoon of cinnamon daily saw blood pressure improvements equivalent to some medications. Lower blood pressure means your vessels aren't stressed, which means better erections, and here's a bonus. Cinnamon kills sugar cravings. You know that 3 p.m. need for something sweet. Cinnamon in your morning coffee can actually reduce that. Less sugar cravings mean less weight gain around the middle, and belly fat is basically kryptonite for testosterone. Every inch on your waist correlates with lower testosterone levels. Next up is cacao powder, not cocoa, not hot chocolate mix, raw, unsweetened cacao powder. The difference matters because processing destroys most of the good stuff. 1 teaspoon in your coffee. And let me explain why this is basically legal Viagra. Cacao is loaded with flavonoids, specifically epicatechin. This compound does something remarkable. It boosts nitric oxide production. If you've ever wondered how Viagra works, it basically helps your body use nitric oxide more effectively. Well, cacao helps your body make more of it naturally. Nitric oxide is the master key for erections. It's the signal that tells your blood vessels to relax and open wide. More nitric oxide means easier, fuller, more reliable erections. Studies show that men who consume cacao regularly have blood vessel function similar to men 15 years younger. But here's what's really cool. Cacao also contains phenylethylamine, which is the same chemical your brain produces when you're in love or aroused. It literally makes you feel more interested and engaged. Plus, cacao has magnesium. which helps with testosterone production and muscle relaxation. The taste, it makes your coffee taste like a mocha without the sugar bomb. Some guys say it's an acquired taste, but most actually prefer it after a week or two. Pro tip, add a tiny pinch of sea salt with the cacao. It brings out the chocolate flavor and adds minerals your body needs. The third addition is maca root powder, and this one's interesting because it's been used for thousands of years specifically for male vitality. The Incas gave it to their warriors before battle for strength and stamina, but it's not just folklore. Modern research backs this up. Maca doesn't directly increase testosterone like some people claim. What it does is help your body use the testosterone you have more effectively. It reduces the stress hormone cortisol, which is testosterone's enemy. High cortisol equals low testosterone. Period. Maca helps balance this. 1 teaspoon of maca in your coffee adds this slightly nutty butterscotch flavor that's actually pretty good. But more importantly, studies show men taking maca daily report significantly improved libido and erectile function within 8 weeks. Not overnight, but real sustained improvement. What makes maca special is that it's an adaptogen. That means it helps your body adapt to stress. And let's be real, stress is probably the #1 erection killer for guys over 50. Work stress, family stress, health worries, it all adds up. Maca helps your body handle that stress without crashing your hormones. Now, you don't dump all 3 in your coffee on day 1. That's a recipe for an upset stomach and giving up. Start with 1 addition for a week. I usually recommend cinnamon first because it's familiar and most guys already like the taste. Week 1, just add half a teaspoon of cinnamon to your morning coffee. Stir it in well or it'll clump. Notice how your energy feels more stable throughout the day. Week 2, keep the cinnamon. Add a teaspoon of raw cacao powder. You might need to stir more or use a little milk frother to mix it properly. The combination tastes like a cinnamon mocha. Week 3, if you're feeling good, add a teaspoon of maca. Now you've got the full power combo. Some guys find all 3 together is too much flavor, so they alternate. Cinnamon and cacao one day, cinnamon and maca the next. The timing matters too. Drink this upgraded coffee in the morning, ideally before 10:00 a.m. You want the circulation benefits during the day when you're active, and you don't want caffeine messing with your sleep. Poor sleep equals low testosterone, equals weak erections. It's all connected. Here's where guys sabotage themselves. They add all these beneficial ingredients, then dump in 3 tablespoons of sugar or those chemical-laden creamers. You just canceled out every benefit and added inflammation on top. If you need it sweeter, use a tiny bit of raw honey or pure stevia. If you want it creamy, use a splash of unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk. Some guys add a teaspoon of coconut oil or grass-fed butter and blend it. This actually helps with hormone production because testosterone is made from fats. Don't overdo the coffee either. 1 to 2 cups of this upgraded version is plenty. More than that, and you're stressing your adrenal glands, raising cortisol, and potentially raising blood pressure. All of those work against erections, and please don't drink this at 3 p.m., thinking it'll help with evening activities. The caffeine will mess with your sleep, which will lower testosterone, which defeats the whole purpose. Morning coffee, afternoon water, evening relaxation. That's the formula. Let me be realistic about timeline here because I don't want to overpromise. This isn't Viagra. You're not going to drink this coffee and have an erection in an hour. This is about gradually improving the systems that support healthy erections. First week, you'll probably notice more stable energy, less afternoon crash, maybe better focus. The blood sugar stabilizing effects of cinnamon kick in pretty quickly. Weeks 2 to 4, this is when circulation improvements become noticeable. Better color in your face, warmer hands and feet, and yes, more frequent morning erections. That's actually a good sign that blood flow is improving. Months 2 to 3, this is when the real benefits show up. The consistent nitric oxide boost, The hormone balancing, the reduced inflammation, it all compounds. Most guys report feeling more like themselves, more interested, more capable. One patient told me after 3 months, "Doc, I forgot this is how I used to feel all the time." That's the goal. Not some superhuman performance, but getting back to your natural baseline. Here's what it comes down to. You're already drinking coffee every morning. You can either keep drinking it with garbage that makes your health worse, or you can add ingredients that actually support your body. For maybe an extra $1 a day, you're getting circulation support, hormone balance, and inflammation reduction. This isn't about magic bullets or miracle cures. It's about giving your body what it needs to function properly. These 3 ingredients address the root causes of erectile problems: poor circulation, hormone imbalance, and inflammation. Fix those and everything else tends to improve, so tomorrow morning try it. Start with just cinnamon. See how you feel. Give it a real shot for at least a month. The worst thing that happens, your coffee tastes a bit different. The best thing, you might just rediscover a part of yourself you thought was gone for good. Drop a comment about your experience if you try this. Subscribe if you want more real talk about men's health without the BS. And share this with a friend who might benefit. Sometimes the best thing you can do for a buddy is give them information that could genuinely help. Remember, your body is more resilient than you think. Sometimes it just needs the right support. Your morning coffee could be the start of that.